congratulate you all for making it through this. The common denominator of any successful chamber program is a volunteer. Okay?
But we've had a little joke about this, so instead of our community wellness day, I just figured this would just pretty much symbolize it, right? Just open it all up right there. Guys, we joke a little bit and we're trying to laugh, but it has truly been a tragic time to have to live through. It's been a tragic time to try to grow through. And I think that's the real goal of Leadership Rockdale, is to grow. We want to grow you guys because we want to continue to grow our community. We grow every time we get to work with you guys. And that's what we try to do through Leadership Rockdale and grow. So I know
Scott said that I'm going to share the one thing, but actually, you're going to share the one thing to tell us the one thing that they, or at least one thing that they learned or that they will take with them from their experience. And then we ask them, what will you do with the knowledge that you gained?
Yes. All right, I think the one thing I learned is no matter what happens outside that we can't control, we can make no excuses.
I feel like in the school system, we're very vested in our children and the families of our children, but to see that everyone else around the community has that same investment in the community.
Living is relationships. Life is relationships.
Faced with the challenges, I think people talking and brainstorming and coming up with newer ideas and different perspectives allowed us to adapt and become flexible and still achieve goals that were set forth. So for me, it's adaptability and flexibility. And y'all are awesome, by the way.
We can make this community what we want it to be. And that's a better place for our children, that's a better place for all of us, and a great place for us to live. So along with getting to know all of you, I thank you for your commitment for each event. I thank you for your passion for this community, and I thank you just for sharing your passion and your commitment with me during this whole process. So hats off, hands down. I love each and every one of you. So you have taught me a different level of commitment and passion to make my community a better.
Whatever your thing was, that was your thing. But when it came to us having to narrow it down to a specific task, we had a good sense of collaboration. So I will take that away and thank you guys very much.
It's amazing how with not a whole lot of effort and not a whole lot of time, we are able to really come together and make a really big impact in our community. And it's just amazing. If you think of everybody that you know, if we all could do something like that, what results we could get. So that's been a big takeaway for me.
We got it done, and I just want to thank all of you, and you guys know who you are, some of you who just really kept at it, I'll say Yvette, and I appreciate that. And so in spite of everything that went on, we stayed connected, and I will always be grateful for that, and I love each of you as well.
I think we all love each other. We didn't run into any bumpy roads that we couldn't overcome. There wasn't any, I don't think.
I know we've all heard that we should be the change we want to see, but I think that's really what's happened over the last year. I must admit that when I first came in, I had a little bit of resistance. I didn't know what I was getting into, but with every passing session, I learned more and more, and I found myself changing. I found my group of cohorts changing with me, and I really feel like we are the change that we want to see for this community and beyond. So thank you for the experience, and I will never forget the bus ride.
And then my overall takeaway from the class, a lot of people didn't agree with me often. It's okay. I was always the vocal one and very passionate because I'm a humanitarian, and so I want to do whatever we can do for people. So yeah, when we were talking about the project, I was like, in the middle of COVID, how is that helping the people? And and I did send an email about that, then when I saw Christy's daughter and her crew, and when I saw Jennifer and her husband kissing, and I was blown away that the project was about people and about touching people. So my takeaway from the class was the ability to still keep my voice, but still be accepted and loved and be passionate and join in even when it wasn't agreeable to me. Still be that team player. So thank you, Yvette. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, everybody. But you guys kept us moving, so thank you so much.
I was going to joke a little bit, but all right, you throw a group like this together, and I guarantee you there's not a problem you could throw at it that we couldn't solve. The one thing I came out with, we were one. This became one. There's not a problem you could have thrown. And it was we put up a mural. We did some great things for the beautification of downtown and to put some things out. The bike racks were great. The mural looks awesome. But throw us a bigger problem. We could solve. Guarantee you. There's enough different viewpoints in here, but we can come to one conclusion, and it would be great. We're one. Bottom line.
For me, the most important thing I took away was recognizing that Rockdale County is very innovative. And so learning the history of this place and why it was started and the people that, like we said, were passionate and dedicated to creating a community that across different nationalities and perspectives just really loved one another was amazing and inspiring, and I will never, ever, ever forget you all and what I learned from it, and how innovative we all are. So I will take that with me, that regardless of whether we're going against the grain or the norm, to keep, pushing forward for what we believe in and for what is right. And I thank you all, and I love you all very much.
That's my roommate.
Yes.
I want to say that in millennial circles, the conversation frequently is like, what's the next thing? What do you want to do next? And I've always felt a little bit like a fish out of water that I'm very satisfied with Rockdale County. I'm very satisfied with what I get to do. And this experience has really even solidified that more. I knew I loved working here. The people I already knew from the CRN meetings I go to and things just were my lifelines to really get connected. But it just has really solidified how amazing Rockdale County is and how we can come together to work really well. And another thing is that as in my mind, a non-traditional chamber member, as not a business person, I didn't always understand what the point of the chamber was. And thank you all for being my living example of how the different pieces of a community come together, and that's why a chamber exists. And so I'm really grateful.
I do want to shout out to Yvette first and foremost, because she did make sure that we all got together, and she did make sure that it didn't get set behind, something, and I do admire you for that, and people might pick on you and say, oh, the emails, but somebody had to do it, okay, and so it got done. I also want to say that I do appreciate the relationships, and I'm all about building relationships, and I love each and every one of you for who you are and what y'all brought to the table. Teamwork, love, respect, connections, and thank y'all so much for allowing me to be a part of it. And Rockdale is my hometown, and just kind of going back to what Mary Beth said about sometimes we get crap, right? But we're great, we're amazing. And back to what Jack said, we could do anything we wanted to, and I just really hope that we Okay, whatever, sorry.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one taking it.
My bad. I was thinking, Jack, you're on my mind, wherever you're at. Anyways, thank y'all, and I really hope that this doesn't dissipate. I hope that we stay together, throughout life, because y'all all hold a special part, or important piece of my heart. So, thanks.
And I can say that I'm proud of it also because I raised my children in this community. I moved here from Brooklyn, New York, and who thought I would have moved to Conyers, Georgia? Conyers, Georgia is probably like the first place you go through when you're really hitting, knowing that you're about to get to Atlanta. I thought it was pretty when I went through it, you know, and then I ended up buying a house, purchasing a home here. So I am glad to say that I am living in this neighborhood. I'm raising my children in this neighborhood, and I'm happy to have beautiful people here who wants to make a difference, beautiful people who are here to work, build a community, and make us be substantial in what we do. And I just want to say thank you very much, everyone.
My biggest takeaway was the retreat because it was the hardest for me in my mind because it's, when I read it, it said I was going to have a roommate with someone I did not know. Thank goodness she didn't kill me in my sleep. But that was the large, and the team building during the retreat was awesome. But again, it allowed me to step outside of my comfort zone to make that connection. And I definitely did not know what to expect during Leadership Rockdale, and it has definitely been an awesome event with some awesome people and awesome energy. Yes, I'm gonna have to say Yvette. Yvette was kind of like my church because we haven't been there, and so they actually had some people to call you, and so I missed the call, it was on the voicemail, but I was like, wow, they called to see if I needed anything, that was my church. But then Yvette, she sent me an email to the county email, she says, haven't seen you in a while, haven't heard from you. I said, oh gosh, I said, wow, she's thinking about me. And so I was very impressed with that, and yes, all the emails that hit my county email that already get hit a lot, I have been amazed, and so what it has taught me is that I do need to pull up some more energy to put out because I could see all the energy that was going in. And so for myself, I say I need to put forth even more energy in the leadership and just kind of coming out of my comfort zone.
A lot of people don't know that I have a social phobia, but I really wanted to do Leadership Rockdale. And I work in the area, I don't live in the area, but I'm more invested in this community because I spend a lot of my time here. And the people that I work with in my programs live here. And the children we work with in our juvenile drug court lives here. So this is my circle, so to speak. But this program taught me, when we did the retreat and she was talking about the colors, I was sitting there and I was thinking, Lord, all these reds in this room, this is not going to work. But everybody was invested. Everybody was invested in what they came to do. And when you put in a big investment, you get a big return. And as I'm looking at Facebook and I'm seeing the pictures of the mural and I'm seeing the bike racks, and I was kind of like, I want to go, I want to help, but I couldn't. But I felt the dedication that everybody put in. And I was sharing the pictures, I was showing my parents, and it's beautiful. Everything that has been done with love and investing in what we believe in. And I'm thankful to be a part of that.
I grew up in Rockdale, and growing up, most people talk about leaving as soon as they can. I just got married during this COVID stuff. That's how I get into the plot on bombing. So, I'm excited about getting to raise a family here. And knowing that there's a group of people like this and that there's more people like us out there in this community that really care about the community and want to make it a better place. Where else would you want to go? I think a lot of people weren't originally from here either, and still y'all are still wanting to make this place as best as we can. And I really like that. I love all of you too.
Anybody else? All right, Andrew.
I was pondering back here of what to say, and Scott mentioned microburst earlier. that happened yesterday. And I thought about you guys. I consider us as a microburst. Microburst is a bunch of force coming together to achieve a task. Ours wasn't destruction. And when I see we had graduations for some of our kids this week, and a lot of them say, hey, where are we going? What's our future? And to know that I'm, raising a family, my wife and I both work in this county, to say that I have some friends in high places is huge. And I consider you guys those friends where if any of my students ever had a need, I can pick up the phone. So I would say thank you for the connections. Thank you for allowing me to raise my family in this community. And I would say thank you for allowing me to be a part of this, because again, being a leader in this community I think is very important, because our young people are looking to us for the future. And I believe by us showing them that we can do something, come together with differences and actually accomplish something is huge. And I think our kids for 2020, no one can say that we weren't visionary. And I think being resilient as well, because again, we fought through a lot of things, and I think we're continuing fighting through some things. As I told Katie, I was uncomfortable coming this evening, because in my mind I'm getting prepared for the kids coming here in a few days. And so it's like, okay, I don't want to be the reason why we can't run our building. So again, thank you for allowing me to be a part of the family. I hope that we can hook up again and again and again, and this is not just a fad of a storm that just came through.
And I know I didn't do any digging or I didn't to the sites, but I did see pictures. And unfortunately for me as a nurse, I am right in the forefront, so I couldn't be involved in everything. So unfortunately I got sick, but I got better. But you guys kept me informed, and Yvette, she did. She just reached out and she even asked about me. I mean, I just thank you so much. And Jack, thank you. You guys, all of you, I appreciate everything, and we did a great job. And the Visionaries, that's all I can say, 2020.
Yvette, Jack, you guys kept us on point. It's been an enjoyable time, and I think we made a real nice place that people can go spend time at that will be treasured for a long time. And COVID-19 sucks.
My mind is perseverance. I think back to when we began to think about the project and all the great ideas that came about. But us coming together and trying to select that one thing, and I think although we all had different ideas of what the project should be, we were able to collaborate and come up with what do we want our vision to be, what do we want to be known for, and create a project that really encompassed everything that you all put out there. So thank you all for being persistent to ensure that we got the project done. So this has really been a great experience for me.
You guys are acting like this never happened.
I know. Don't catch us touching.
We just thought that it wouldn't be complete if we didn't present you with a token of how we feel about all of you. It has been an amazing experience. You guys have been incredible. Just the bright smiles that you shared with us, the knowledge that you have about our community, the joy that you brought to all of our sessions, all of those words that we gave, those all apply to all of you too. And we as a group wanted to acknowledge that and give you tokens of our appreciation. To tell you thank you. So we have plaques that we did that was a dedication to you all.
Those are beautiful. We say thank you as a class, as a group, as a team. We say thank you for being our facilitators. We say thank you for all that you are doing for the county of Rockdale. We want you to know that you are greatly appreciated, and we want you to continue your great. See, Kate don't need to say that. Yeah, I got a lot of text messages.
got you guys bottled wine. Travel mugs. No suggestion that the wine goes in the travel bag.
Are you sure?
If you want to, as long as the lid is on, nobody will know. We won't say anything.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Breath. And before we get started with the presentation of the diplomas, since it's my role to call out names, and I need to have Susan and Scott and Katie come forward for sure, because it takes all of us to make this happen. And Scott mentioned at the very beginning that as we were planning for this event, the four of us talking with Fred of should we, shouldn't we, how should we end, what was going on, and we finally decided we needed to come together. And we could do it with a little bit of social distancing. And collectively, we thought the best way of getting together and having picture made was the cutout. So that you could have your pictures made with us. And it's very awkward. I know everybody is, when we came in tonight, we wanted to hug each other. And that's how we started. And it's extremely hard for me because I am a very touchy person. And I like hugs. But you know that. We all like our hugs. And it has been hard, and I didn't realize with all this that has been going on for several months, how much, when you look at a person's face, how much you pay attention to how they smile. And their smile immediately goes with their eyes. And with people with masks on, it's really hard. It's very, very hard. But we've done well. We all have. And we keep trying to make sure that we do our social distancing. And I will share one small story. Had not seen my son, his family, for 2 months. And we finally got together, and I looked at him and I said, "Are we going to hug?" I won't use the expletive that he used, but he said, "You're straight, we're going to hug." And I said, "Thank you very much." And do you remember when I told you about the 2, 4, and 8? That we need 2 hugs daily? For just pure survival. And I think about that, and we've got, so with your families, with your them, please share those hugs because we need it. With all of our different people. We need the aid for growth. And so now we have to do it with our eyes, our elbows, fist bump, whatever. But we've got to keep continuing to do that. And I just, with everything that you said, this class is truly resilient. With staying together, you get bumped around a good bit. And we've never seen anything with all the classes of leadership that we've been a part of. Nobody has seen what we have been through. But I commend you for what y'all have done. And we have tried to be there for you the best we could. But y'all are truly a community within your group, within your leadership plan.
listening to each of y'all talk about that one thing. You're the first class we've ever had do that, and it's really neat. I'm not so certain we might not have started something new as we move forward, and I know we'll be discussing that. One of the great quotes I shared with you guys at the retreat, I know y'all are probably like a sponge trying to absorb so much, and you may not even have remembered it, and that's okay, but it's about leadership, and it's a quote by a guy named Peter Drucker who says, managers do things right, and leaders do the right thing. You guys have grown, and most of you are already or have been, but you are growing in that leadership capacity. And I want to just tell you tonight what you've shared in all of these words that Susan repeated back to you. As I told you, we grow in each one of these. You've helped me a lot. And this is a little bit of a transparency a minute that I just trust you guys. There's something that will be public tomorrow. But our Chamber of Commerce wants to be known as a leader in everything that we do. And we take it to heart. And as I said, this year you get to have me as a chairman and also one of your facilitators. But a few weeks ago, a lot of stuff started as kind of an unrest in our nation. We all know that. Nobody can deny it. We really don't want to go face it. It's not easy to face. It's not easy to face as the person in your business, the face of your company, the chairman of an organization. But it has to be faced. And we all know color has all of a sudden been talked about a lot. If we, as people, would look at color as red, as green, as yellow, and blue, you know how fun this world would be? Because that's who we really are. Red, green, yellow, or blue. You guys figured that out early on. And I'm going to kind of argue what Claire said earlier. We kind of brought you guys together, want you to hug, and here we are ending, we can't hug. Truthfully, we brought y'all to a retreat, and we started telling y'all to look at each other's person and find this stuff and get close. And you're like, you must be out of your mind to think I'm going to get close. Some of y'all didn't admit it. I'm an adult, and I got to go have a roommate? But guys, through that retreat, through weeks ahead of that, and to where we sit today, you've done a lot of hard work. You have done a lot of hard work because of a virus that showed up and created a pandemic that has made all of us disappear and separate and change our world. And it's not been easy to work on our own account, to get up every day, to get up and take care of the business at hand, to take care of getting our own family fed, shepherded, cared for, all of those things. But on top of all that, you've come together as a class and continued a lot of hard work. Managers do a lot of right things, a lot of things right. But leaders do the right thing. And the right thing takes a lot of hard work on many accounts, on many a days. This class, for me, will be one of those that I always remember the hard work you did, and it will motivate me. And I've sat in a seat recently that I will continue to sit in for weeks to come that takes a lot of hard work. And I'm not talking about running a funeral home. That is plenty hard in its own right. Veronica and I could share stories of how our world has changed. We still try to take care of funerals for families. That's not been easy. But let me tell you something, trying to lead a community as the Chamber of Commerce, it's hard work. But I look at this group of faces, and if you guys do this kind of hard work, we're going to do this kind of hard work. This program called Leadership Rockdale, it's the catalyst of what our chamber wants to be on a daily basis. We've got countless classes that go back. Every class tries to improve the last class. Every class tries to create the next best name of who they're going to be and what they're going to be remembered for. And who are we as a people? And I say that should be our goal too. I'm not going to look back and hate the past. I'm going to look back and improve the past. I'm going to get up tomorrow and I'm going to make this world better tomorrow. You guys have done it. I hope we can share every one of those words that y'all said back with your class. you need to remember, I need them to keep me going. So thank you, guys. And most importantly, congratulations. Congratulations. It's an awesome group. Your class took some time out to nominate who you believe would represent your class best in the 2021 year by serving on the Rockdale County Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. So they will serve in the 2021 year. Now this coronavirus has made a lot of people crazy. I don't know about your house. I ended up getting engaged through this. I'm not saying that was a good thing. But I'm sure in your household life is crazy sometimes. Their work has been crazy. And I think sometimes I'm crazy, but I have stepped into another role that I've committed to behind Ms. Zarodnik back there and Fred Boscarino, asking our leadership team at the chamber to remain in place for the 2021 year. So after 10 or 12 years of telling Katie no, now all of a sudden she's got me in 1 year, she's got me now sucked in for 2 years. So I get to serve with this person in this envelope next year too, as your chairman of our board next year.
Congratulations.
I say thank you. I'm told that you're supposed to enjoy your year as chairman, and I haven't been able to enjoy my year yet. I've been an operating manager. Now I have no idea whose name this is. What's that? You get a do-over. A do-over, that's right, I get a do-over.
That's a good way to look at it.
All right, y'all's board representative next year will be none other than we got cupcakes and snacks and stuff back there. We did cupcakes because we didn't want everybody touching and all this kind of stuff. So y'all please grab a cupcake, get a beer, glass of wine, socialize with your friends a little bit longer if you like. But thank you guys for all that you've done. I look forward to great things from this class from this day forward.